Good evening. Just back from the game today against Newcastle. Um, I'm sure most of you are probably feeling a similar way to what I am. Pretty deflated right now. So yeah, back from another tough day at the office, really. So going to use this live. We're going to go through some stats quick, my initial thoughts on the game, and then actually what I might do is look at the Sky Sports highlights because I haven't seen them yet, and just see if my thoughts were right or how we're feeling about it. The main vlog will come out tomorrow morning probably, so I'll get on to editing it in a minute. For my sins, I have to review it all again and get that uploaded. So yeah, so if you went today, let me know in the comments what your thoughts were. Really do want to hear it. So yeah, my thoughts initially are the same as what they have been recently, like very, very deflating. So they've come out quite well in the first half, getting the crosses into the box, getting on the end of it. And as you see, we've had a goal from a cross. Corners are looking better and everything like that. But as soon as something goes against us, the team just crumbled. And I've literally, it will say it in the vlog, don't crumble. And it just felt like we did. Nothing seemed to carry on like we were doing. We weren't doing the same things that we were doing, knocking the ball about left, right, up and down the pitch, just not playing the same kind of football. The intensity wasn't there. And I think Juric is obviously one of the guys to be a lot more aggressive, but they're showing it at the wrong time. Like for me, that the penalty, Aribo needn't have done that. A lot of people were thinking that wasn't a penalty. I was like, no, that's a penalty. Like, I'll have a look in a minute on the replay. But then people were saying that was offside. And then, another goal scored with what looked like a foul in the middle of the field just before it was happened. So, loads of people saying that the Premier League's corrupt and all this. And, sometimes when it's all going against you, you can't help but feel that something's wrong with it. But, it's a decent thing to have if it's being implemented right. And it's not only Southampton, but there's just been some really rubbish sort of use of it this season. It's taking too long. It's killing the fun. And whilst going back to the Championship, we say, oh yeah, we don't have to put up with it. We will be putting up with some bad refereeing results, but if it makes the sport more interesting, then I really don't mind. So in terms of stats, actually we had more possession, 52.6% possession today, with 5 shots on target and 12 shots. So the progress there, the shots are coming. Newcastle, on the other hand, had 9 shots on target with 17. So, we're probably expecting that with Newcastle. They are a decent team, especially with Isak up front. Just some of their players, we know what they're like. They're a decent team. Again, Saints of 465 passes. I do think a lot of them were useless side-to-side passing today. I don't find that many of them were penetrative. 21 tackles, which is great to see. So obviously they're putting the work versus Newcastle's 19. Clearances, again, 23 above Newcastle. That's good. Not as many corners for us today, 3. I do think our corners have been a lot better recently since Juric has come in. Just way better. Even defending them, I think generally have been a bit better. And Paul Iheanacho was in the box both ends, pretty much getting on the end of things, and that's really impressive. 10 fouls conceded as well. And then looking at the player ratings, Adam Armstrong, 6.2 for Saints. I didn't see much use for him on the pitch today. Unfortunately, that was not a game for him, and a bit disappointing to see him starting there. But in the Championship next season, he'll be banging in 20 goals or something like that, probably. Paul had 7.1. Polinachu had 7.1. I think he did really well today. There was a couple of times when I think maybe he could have been a little bit stronger, but on the whole, he was like really involved. Matty Fernandez, for me, well, he's on 7.1 rating. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. He was here, there, and everywhere, and you know, obviously he's the player of our season so far. Silly to say it. Yeah, then going through the rest of the team, Ukachukwu was 6.2 ratings. I thought he was getting involved. There were some really bad passes and touches today. Joe Aribo, 5.6 ratings. Again, he's been far too weak. Obviously, I'll see on the replay in a minute that penalty, but you needn't be doing things like that. I think that's just absolutely stupid, wrong choice, very, very disappointing. Manning put a few decent crosses in. What we've got, James Bree, not too bad. Didn't think he was fantastic though. Jan Bednarak, he's taken a lot of stick recently. Does make mistakes here and there, but he's bagged a goal today. Right place, right time, decent header as well. I don't mind Jan Bednarak, and I think he gets too much stick, I think, from the fans, given the team that we've got. He can make a mistake here and there, but we don't have a lot else going on for us. And Harwood Bellis, he was pretty angry at Manning quite a lot of that game, a lot of yelling at him. And I thought Alex McCarthy's come in and he's not had a bad game. Saw a couple of decent stops. Obviously, we've shipped 3 goals. I didn't see any massive clangers, but I mean, I might see different. And for Newcastle, I thought Sandro Tonali was absolutely fantastic, and Isak, as usual. Obviously, he's one of the best players in the league, I think, at the moment. And Bruno Kilamaras, or whatever you call it. Yeah, I thought he was half decent. So anyway, right, I'm just going to flick over to the game and let's just have a look at the highlights. It's 3 minutes. If you want to stick about, stick about. If you don't, fair play. You probably watched them anyway. I like Dan Burn, by the way. You know, he is a unit. He makes a few mistakes. He's just lost his player for that goal. Good header there from Yanni B. So the ball's come in from James Bree, so he's got an assist. Big jump there from Jan. No one was on him anyway. Oh, yeah, Joe Aribo's just taking him down in the penalty area. So obviously, yeah, that went to VAR. As soon as we saw that, oh yeah, he's put his foot on to Isak, almost stamped onto his ankle. That's a poor decision for me. They've said it's a poor decision. Yeah, it was a well-taken penalty as well, wasn't it? If you've seen it. McCarthy's gone well the other way. Oh, Aribo's just let him through. Yeah, and another cool finish there from Isak. Yeah. So we've lost that in midfield. Just floated past Aribo. Yeah. Good player, that guy. Oh, we've given it away in the middle of the field again. Good stop by McCarthy, that one. Yeah. Through Howard Bellis's legs into the second half. Oh, there's an overhead kick in there, wasn't there? Yeah, there was. Huh. Oh, Tonali's goal. Yeah, very cool. That was a good finish. I think he set that up as well. Gordon, ball back through to the middle. No one's near to the guy. That's just about it. Literally no one's near him. He's just ran through the middle of the field. Far too easy. So he wasn't even being tracked. Underneath hit our post. Yeah. Mostly this is just Newcastle highlights. Oh, blimey. Bednarek's cleared one off the line there as well. I think that's probably more luck than judgment. But he got onto the line, which is the right place. So yeah, that's the end of the game. So yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Unfortunately, I think it's the same crap, different game. Unfortunately, we've rolled over. There's not that much character in the team right now, and it's quite tough to take. Anyway, I've been absent the last couple of games. Didn't do the away games. Been on holiday. Had a very nice time in Lisbon, and now we're back to reality. So yeah, lovely to see a few of you today. Thank you for saying hello. And I'll be back for the next home game. So yeah, vlog will be out. Make sure you like and comment it. As always, really appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of your weekend.